I think there's only one more thing to really talk about when it comes to Pokemon Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl, because I've expressed my love for these games everywhere else. The ball capsules, the contest, the enhanced underground. I am so excited. I can't wait. I am going to have fun, and I'm still going to have fun, even though there's not going to be ranked battles in Pokemon Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl. Now, I'm a little disappointed in no ranked battles, because, like, okay, they talked about how VGC will still be Pokemon Sword and Shield. Yeah, fine. And I knew that it was a very slim, very off chance that maybe the VGC shakeup for competitive Pokemon would be Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl, because Pokemon Sword and Shield is just a hacked mess at this point that isn't worth your time at all. But no ranked battles even? Like, I think they could have a rank system and not even, like, try to force people in the VGC. But I guess if Pokemon Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl had ranked, that means less people participate in VGC. It gets kind of messy. I made it work for Pokemon Let's Go, and honestly, that is some of the most fun I've ever had with Pokemon battles. The only other time I enjoyed Pokemon battles more was original Generation 4. So that's what has me excited for Pokemon Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl. I think one of the best features was that you had, like, that matching system where it's just like, yeah, put up a couple of Pikachus and, like, a Squirtle or Rattata in there, and then we can match up. Now, they did keep the, like, number matchup system for Pokemon Sword and Shield, as long as that's in Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl. If I don't have to trade a friend code to battle someone randomly, or I can just, like, open up a code on stream and just get someone in for battles, that's great. That's all you need. Just, like, keep going into Pokemon battles nonstop. Super fun. I love it. But yeah, also another great thing about Pokemon Let's Go was, like, every Pokemon was viable in its own way. Articuno slapped. You'd never consider Articuno in, like, the main series competitive, but Articuno was awesome. I made Parasect work, Dugtrio, Electrode. People are like, oh, Mega Kangaskhan isn't good without its ability. You're wrong. Mega Kangaskhan was cracked, and I loved it. So, yeah, like, I just had a ton of fun. So this doesn't turn me off initially on its own. Also, by the way, leave a like on the video if you enjoy it, share it for the discussion with all your other friends who might be excited in, like, Brilliant Diamond, Shining Pearl, or just Pokemon battles in general, and comment down below, what was, like, your most fun Pokemon for Let's Go competitive? Because, like, I feel like everyone could have just found something that's like, ooh, that was good. I was just enjoying myself pretty much the entire time. I used Minimize Starmie even, and it worked. So, all kinds of cool stuff going on in there, but this is alright. Like, so I can make it work, like Pokemon Let's Go. And if anything, this gives me a little bit of hope that's going to be more like raw Generation 4, which, like I just said, was some of the, was the most fun I've ever had playing competitive Pokemon. So if they don't change the source material combat too much, I think we're going to be in for a great time. Now, Pokemon Let's Go did add Mega Evolutions. I think that was a nice little twist on it. But of course, there's going to be items and abilities in the Generation 4 remake because they existed originally. But I'm not seeing like there's going to be too much of a chance for other gimmicks or too many other shenanigans, or like, I don't want the National Dex. I want to have my Generation 4 experience. So we're going to see like how many new Pokemon are also added in and how that all plays together and how it works in Pokemon Home. But overall, I'm thinking with the way this is playing out, it's feeling good for a more pure Generation 4 experience, which it's been over a decade. It's been quite a bit over a decade, so I'm down with that. I can't wait to have that experience, but my problem is, they're doing that. Does it continue the trend that Pokemon Let's Go set off, and that means no verse recorder? And I was also appalled, shocked, blown away that the verse recorder, or at least battle replays, did not make a reappearance in Pokemon Sword and Shield. Like, I don't see how it could be an issue with the Nintendo Switch. Also, what they did was they kept rental teams. So Pokemon Sun and Moon, rental teams, no one really cared about them that much, and all it is just like a conduit for hacking and distributing hacked teams on a, like, hyper-fast scale or something. So it's like, yeah, rental teams didn't really mean too much in Pokemon Sun and Moon. Then they made it back into Pokemon Sword and Shield, but battle replays, which were one of the most loved features and like just an amazing social feature, going back to Pokemon X and Y, where you just put in the code, you show off to your friends, you get people more interested in battling. It also gives people more opportunities to record content and especially capture highlights. Like, how many incredible, impossible, unbelievable moments have been lost to time in Pokemon Sword and Shield just because you don't hit the save button at the end, or there's no ability to hit the save button at the end. And the interesting thing about the 3DS is that it really sucked to get, like, capture information off of. There were very few people making the mod, and you had to do, like, all these extra steps to, like, get a capture device for your 3DS, but Nintendo Switch is a console. You just get an HDMI thingy, and it's easy, and everyone has access to it. And it doesn't matter if you get, like, a $20 one off Amazon or an Elgato HD 60S, which is what I use, which is pretty expensive, but, like, you can at least find a way to get that, and if you save the battle replays, then they're on your system. And of course, Fan Fridays. I really tried to make Fan Fridays work with Pokemon Sword and Shield, but it just didn't. Especially, like, trying to either cut up a live battle to, like, get rid of the downtime. But that was another thing about just the replay system, is that having the battle replays, having that spectator feature just worked really well. But instead of, like, trying to cut things up or having lag or internet issues or waiting or someone, like, sending a video with really poor capture quality because they have, like, 10 frames per second on a really junky capture device, like, it was a struggle, and only a couple people had access to it. But with the verse recorder and battle replays, it just works. You send me a code, I check it out, we do that 5 times a week, and everyone's having fun. That would have been amazing for Pokemon Sword and Shield. I think it would have been really cool to see for Pokemon Let's Go as well. Like, what shenanigans are people pulling in this format where they're like, yeah, it was just its own thing, and I loved it. And I had some incredible moments. Like I said, some of my favorite Pokemon battles of all time happened in Pokemon Let's Go, and just like the ultimate of shenanigans, predictions, and comebacks, and all kind of wildness. And like, how many of those moments did you guys miss as well? And kind of makes me sad, kind of upsets me on that one. And then Pokemon Sword and Shield as well. Like, yeah. It sucks, and that's why I'm like looking at the verse recorder. I'm like, it was introduced in Generation 4. It has to still be in, right? Like, everything else in Brilliant Diamond Shining Pearl looks like it's in. And also massively upgraded on top of that. Like, ball capsules fit in 3D, the underground's looking amazing, we got contests, we got all kinds of just amazing gameplay features. That's another thing, like, they kept the Union Room in. And that's the interesting thing to me, because they preserved it, but they also updated it. So even a feature like this, like they could have just replaced it with a Wycom kind of feature on your Pokétch or something, and not keep the Union Room, because it's not as needed, because the Wi-Fi communication is so much more advanced. Like, it's kind of cool to see people walking around and you get to interact with them in different ways and stuff like that, but you could have updated that, or you can make different things. However, they want to preserve the original experience. So I'm wondering, like, okay, that means the verse recorder, like, has to be in the game, right? And it's going to have its features, right? And then there's no reason, like, to not be able to share your recordings, right? After Let's Go and Pokemon Sword and Shield, like, I'm worried. I don't know how they could not do it or something like that, but I mean, also, what about the future Pokemon? Like, is this going to be where it randomly comes back in the middle of a generation after being randomly removed in the middle of a generation and not incorporated in Pokemon Sword and Shield? That'd also be interesting. Like, if they're developing the tech for it, then they can put it in Brilliant Diamond Shining Pearl and then give us an update for Pokemon Sword and Shield. There's going to have to be an update for Pokemon Sword and Shield after Pokemon Legends, right? Because you can put Hisuian Pokemon into Pokemon Bank, and if they're just sitting there, that doesn't make sense. So Hisuian Pokemon into Pokemon Sword and Shield, that would be pretty cool, right? That would require an update, right? And then you can just kind of do that. If you're keeping VGC going in Sword and Shield, you gotta have an incentive on the verse recorder, right? Please? Like, I've given up hope. But then the problem is the game is like implying hope because of these existing features. Since it's already gone, and I've already like accepted my fate with that, and I'm already upset at Game Freak over that, it's like, if it's not in, like, it's stupid. It's also Ilka. I don't know if that, like, changes anything. I don't think that changes anything, but it's like, it's stupid. It doesn't make any sense to remove it. And if it's not in, then that just sucks. But if it is in, then that's like the perfect thing. That's the missing piece. That is the flawless, that is what is preventing or making Brilliant Diamond Shining Pearl from being like near flawless, if not flawless Pokemon games, much like Heart Gold, Soul Silver. So we just have to see how that one plays out, and I'm kind of worried about it. I'm also thinking about, like, what about some of the other features? Because we got a lot of information from Pokemon Brilliant Diamond Shining Pearl, but there's definitely enough for another trailer. The question is, do we get that trailer, and do they just go like, yeah, everything is here? So we got the Verse Seeker. Dude, the Verse Seeker is cool. I don't know how it, like, works in modern Pokemon, because back in the day, that was how you did your Eevee training. There was that guy with the Gyarados, and you'd run back and forth, and then you use the Verse Seeker, and you'd hope he'd challenge you, and that's how you got your attack and speed Eevees back in the day. Miguel had 4 of those things. You slap a power anklet on one of your Pokemon, and that's how you made a sweeper back in the day, kids. Thinking about it, I wonder if that was just less efficient than straight up going to tall grass and doing 1 EV farming because Gyarados was only worth 2 attack EVs. Either way, it was a crazier time. So I don't know how that holds up, but the Verse Seeker is just like gameplay. It's just content. If someone wants to do that for farming or like money, you know, other alternative money-making routes, there we go. Maybe if there's also like item rewards for beating trainers or something, you keep that on the table. Again, it's like, yeah, there's a lot of things that are just kind of out there. And then the Poke Radar. Oh man, Shiny Hunting and Brilliant Diamond Shining Pearl is going to be really interesting because it could either be one of the best Shiny Hunting games or it could be underwhelming because Pokemon Sword and Shield's the worst. And then we have Pokemon Sun and Moon not really bringing too... Ultra Sun and Moon was really good. Pokemon Sun and Moon not too much. Pokemon Let's Go is like the best, but only Generation 1 Pokemon. And then X and Y, that's when we had radar features and shenanigans going on. So how is that going to work in modern Brilliant Diamond Shining Pearl? Are they going to make it, you know, not as unforgiving, but also when I look at the underground, when I see the underground, I'm thinking shiny Pokemon in the overworld, right? Right? They got to bring that back. One of the most beloved features of like any Pokemon game, or at least like Pokemon found in here have a higher chance of being shiny, right? It just makes sense. That'd be like the, again, there's a couple of ways. This game is just perfect. And I think that this is also one of the routes to do it. So you can either do this, or you can use the Poke Radar, and then you get chaining back on the table, and that's some fun stuff. I miss that old school chaining back in like X and Y, and then the older school Generation 4 chaining. I actually never successfully chained a shiny Pokemon back in Generation 4. It was rough. I also didn't even believe that the grass actually sparkled. I thought that was a troll. And Generation 6, I tried it a lot then because of Justin Flynn. I don't know if I ever got a successful like shiny chain that way. Maybe a couple, maybe one. I don't remember. Either way, it was wacky back then, but I feel like one, quality of life, and two, just like more information and more understanding on how it works and stuff. And I did it for Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire, so I mean, yeah, the Poke Radar is a hype feature. And I feel like it just adds more gameplay, because like, are you going to do all of your Pokemon encounters above ground or underground? Mix it up, do what you want, have fun. So, I'm hopeful for some of the features, because I already did a video, like, you know, top 10 things I want in Pokemon, like, Sinnoh Remakes. We didn't even know it was Brilliant Diamond Shining Pearl back then. And I was like, years ago, I've done multiple videos like this. It's just like, please, if one thing ever happens, just, not this one, that was Verse Seeker, Verse Recorder, just bring back battle replays. If not, make the Poke Radar cool again. And maybe the Verse Seeker actually is just there, and it's pretty nice to have. So, just going off of this, I'm worried. I don't want to have hope, but damn it, I'm still going to have hope. And we'll see how that plays out. It's not the no ranked battles that gets me. It's not the no VGC that gets me. That gets me kind of a little, but VGC is just a hack mess. They invited Ray Rizzo as like a final guest secret boss dude. He's a cheater. It's confirmed. If you need any more proof of like all the corruption, there you go, on top of just Wolfglick's blatant cheating. But either way, we got shenanigans, so I'm just going to go in Brilliant Diamond Shine Pearl, have fun, and hopefully VGC just keeps all the hacking over there. Because like that was another interesting thing about Pokemon Let's Go. Didn't run into too many hackers. There was like a couple with like their legendary Pokemon, but you just ignored them, and then you see someone with like a Mewtwo, a Melmetal, and a Mew, and then you just leave the game. And they're also like trying to force level 100 rules on you or something stupid like that. It's like, they're not worth your time. Didn't have to even care about it, you know. You're just next, it takes another minute to rematch with someone, GG, easy, just like that. But yeah, like it brought memories of good times with like less hacking and less shenanigans and less things ruining the Pokemon community. I see a lot of potential for that in Brilliant Diamond Shine Pearl in multiple ways. I can just stay in the underground 90% of my time, not worry too much, have some fun with ball capsules, do some more casual max. Actually, that's another thing, like, ranked isn't going to be with champs.com every game. You're not going to, like, look at the team at the end of the game and see hacks non-stop like you do in Pokemon Sword and Shield. And then, again, you just match with people you know, and you just do it quick because you go 1, 2, 3, 4, 7, done. We're in. So, yeah, I think this is going to be good. I think it's going to be good with or without the Verse Recorder, but this is what's going to make or break just, like, the giga best Pokemon game ever. And if that happens, and I see that outshining Pokemon Legends, and probably even Pokemon Sword and Shield, because that's where you go if you want to have your Pokemon good time. So, hope you guys enjoy the video. That was kind of like the last discussion, not even elephant in the room, but something like I wanted to just clarify more on, because I saw that. I dealt with it during the Presents reaction, but there's still a couple other things it ties into, and it opens up for some really good possibilities for Pokemon Brilliant Diamond Shining Pearl. Like, Brilliant Diamond Shining Pearl, already 9.2 out of 10. What do they do to bring it to 11 out of 10? Hope you guys enjoy the video. Hope you have a nice day. Thank you very much for watching.